How's it going, everybody? Tommy Star here. Thank you for clicking on this video. Welcome to another Blu-ray update. Yeah, the month of March. And I know I'm a little late this month. I've actually been good lately. I've been kind of getting these updates out pretty early in the month, but April has been kind of crazy. Just with having the new baby and stuff like that. But either way, here are my March pickups. We went down big time from February. February had 111, and I've gone down to 43 in this update, and April is actually even less. I think April might end up being one of my smallest updates ever, probably, or at least in a very, very long time. So in this month's update, what do we got here? We got one Screen Factory, we got a couple MVD, we got some Steelbooks, DC Marvel, we got a series, we got a collector set, we got a DVD, tons of A to Z, horror, one Disney, and some 4K. So a little bit of everything, just not so much of each. You know, a couple of these I only have like maybe one. I only got like one Disney, but either way, it's some really cool stuff. So let's quit talking. Let's get into the update. Okay, like usual, starting out with DVDs. Picked up Splash. Found it for $5 over at Target. I picked it up because it was a Tom Hanks movie I didn't have, and Tom Hanks being my favorite actor, I definitely wanted to pick this up. I can't remember if there was some kind of a different region Blu-ray of Splash. I know there's not a U.S. release, so I just figured, you know what, grab the DVD. And now that I've grabbed the, I've bought in the DVD, they'll put it on Blu-ray. That's usually how it always works. But anyways, it's a cool movie. One of his very first films he ever did. So yeah, pick it up for $5. So that's all I got for DVDs in the month of March. Let's take a look at the one collector set that I got. So over at Target, I picked up one more of these. I think a month or two ago, I picked up Jaws. I got that down in my horror collection. I figured I'd grab one more from Target, and that is those retro VHS like clamshell type looking things that Target released. They had like a good dozen or so of different titles. I figured, I don't really need to get them all, but I figured, it'd be cool to have one for the shelf up here. And I thought E.T. would be perfect because I mentioned this before. E.T. was a #1 film the year I was born, 1982. So I just thought it'd be cool to put up on the shelf. So had to grab that. So yeah, that's it for collector sets. Let's move on. Okay, so series. I ended up picking up one. I got the complete first season of Krypton. So this, as far as I know, is basically, like it says on the back here, what if Superman never existed? So I guess it's kind of like an origin type story of Krypton. Superman's planet, and apparently this was before Superman or something like that. It's no way tied into the other DC series like Arrow and Flash and all that, Supergirl. It's just kind of like one of its own. So yeah, it sounds cool, and you guys know I always buy all the Marvel and DC series that come out, so I had to pick it up. It was actually really cheap on release day, so grab that. So the one and only DC Marvel pickup in this update, and that is the Aquaman Digibook from Target. I ended up going with the Blu-ray one because the Blu-ray and the 4K one were the same, so it didn't really matter to me. But yeah, I love it. With the DC universe, I always get all these Target Digibooks because I just love them. They're just so nice. You always get like a little book that, usually is like, just pictures from the movie and things like that. Kind of talks about the movie. So just love that picture on the front there. Just so badass. And this was actually a pretty kick-ass movie. I never got to see it in the theater, but I have watched it now since I've gotten it. It was definitely a badass film. So, and I've seen Shazam now too, which is the latest in the DC universe. And Shazam was a lot of fun. Yeah, I can't wait to see that again. But yeah, so the only DC Marvel pickup. All right, let's take a quick look here at, see, we'll do Disney real quick here. I only got one Disney. Picked up Mary Poppins Returns, and I caught pieces of this the other day because Jess and the kids watched it. I think they liked it. I know Jess loves the original Mary Poppins, but yeah, had to pick it up for the Disney collection. Take a look at 4K. So I got 3 of them. First up here is Creed 2. Thought it was great. Any of the Rocky movies I love. I love every single one of them. And Creed 2 was a lot of fun. I thought they did a really good job bringing the Dragos in to the back into the series. I thought they did it really well. I just wish there would have been more of Rocky and Drago interactions. Apparently there was like a little fight scene in like a hotel lobby that I guess got cut from the movie. That I believe is in the deleted scenes on here. Would have been cool to see that in the movie, but yeah, I thought it was great. So had to pick up the 4K that because I got the 4K for the first Creed. So, and yeah, had to get the regular 4K of Aquaman. I just do that. You guys know how crazy I am when it comes to DC Marvel stuff. With the DC Universe, I got all the Steelbooks, I got all the Digibooks, and I got all the 4K slipcovers. So I'm crazy. And then the last 4K, I was kind of debating on if I should get this on 4K or Blu-ray, but in the end, I figured, grab the 4K. And that is Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. I still haven't watched this yet, but I don't know why. Probably because I kind of forgot I had it. But this was one I really wanted to watch right away when I picked it up, and then I didn't. But this, I've heard nothing but good things about this movie. It's one of the best Spider-Man films ever, from what I heard. So I cannot wait to watch this. Hopefully very, very soon. All right, that's it for 4K. Let's move on. All right, I think we're going to get into the A to Z. So like usual, we'll start with the non-slip. A lot of these are titles that I picked up from my buddy, the Blu Obsession. I got a ton in February from him as well. He's basically like was selling off all his movies, and I got a bunch from him. And I think most of these are like Jess's picks, but we'll just kind of run through. So the first one here is, actually I don't think I got this from him. I think I got this actually at a pawn shop. I remember, but that is John Travolta, Christian Slater, Broken Arrow. A movie that I enjoyed, and I found it really cheap. It was like $3, so had to grab that. Next up here, I think we got a couple now of Jess's titles that she picked from the Blu Obsession. First one up here, Shakespeare in Love. A lot of these I don't even really know about. They're all Jess's. Phantom of the Opera. This was like the, I don't know, 2006 version or something. So she picked that up. This we both kind of grabbed from him, Gladiator. I don't even know why I didn't own this movie. Kick-ass movie, Joaquin Phoenix, Russell Crowe. It's a Sapphire series. I know there's a slipcover for that. I got to find it. And then she also picked up Mask of Zorro. Again, these are all from Blu Obsession. Jupiter Ascending. And then what else? A couple more here. Hope Floats. This one she picked too, which I'm glad she did because it's a really good movie. But Good Will Hunting. Can't go wrong with Robin Williams. One of his best, I think. And then kind of a out of print title here. It goes for pretty high amount, and that is Nicolas Cage and Snake Eyes. Got that from him as well. Gave me such a great deal on this. I think he only charged like $3 or $4 for that or something, but had to grab that. And I think the last one I got from him here is Weekend at Bernie's. So yeah, that's everything that I picked up from the Blu Obsession. And I don't think there's any more now. I think that's everything that I've gotten from him. So let's get into the slipcovers now. Okay, so I lied. There was actually one more that I got from the Blu Obsession, but I ended up finding a slip for it at Half Price Books because he didn't have the slip for it when I bought it. But that is Life as We Know It. The slip's not in really good condition, but whatever. I just grabbed it. This is a movie with Katherine Heigl, Josh Duhamel. I never know how to say the dude's name. Duhamel. I don't know, whatever. Anyway, I like this movie. It was a pretty good, like romantic comedy. Yeah, so that's the last one I got from him. All right, now up next here we got a brand new Mark Wahlberg film, Instant Family. I've heard that this was pretty good. My buddy Craig's a huge Wahlberg fan. He said it was good. I, of course, haven't watched it yet, but got another one of those DreamWorks slipcover titles here, Prince of Egypt. And I just seen on Blu-ray.com there's actually some more coming out soon. Pretty much it looks like all the DreamWorks are going to be getting these new slipcovers, so I gotta find them all. But yeah, there's a bunch more coming out. I think May or June. I can't remember, but yeah, I don't know a lot about most of these, but I just get them because I just love these new slipcovers. They all match, so had to grab it. Got this out of the Walmart dump bin. SpongeBob movie, Sponge Out of Water. When I think Jess's daughter was about 5 or so, I took her out on a date, a Valentine's Day date, and we went to dinner, and we went and seen this in the theater. And she still to this day like remembers, so I just figured, you know what, it's a movie I should own just for the memory and stuff like that, because we had a lot of fun. Yeah, it was a cool movie. I've never been like a huge SpongeBob fan, but just had to get it for that reason. I picked this up. I don't know. I liked the slipcover. I just more or less got it for the collection. I already have the whole set, little box set thing. But the very first Rocky film with that cool 40th anniversary slipcover. And then we got the brand new Fantastic Beasts film, The Crimes of Grindelwald. I haven't watched it yet, but I actually did see the first one of this. My son and I watched it, the day I think I bought it. But I've yet to watch this one now. And of course, there's still tons of Harry Potter films I haven't seen yet, like probably more than half of them. One day I'll sit down and watch all those. I mean, my son's been a fan of Harry Potter almost his whole life. But I'll get to this soon. I wasn't a real big fan of the first one. I like the Harry Potter films better than these movies, but either way, I'll watch it at some point. All right, and then the last A to Z title here is Second Act with Jennifer Lopez. I think I mentioned this when I bought it in a shopping video. I picked this up for my mom because she loves Jennifer Lopez. And I haven't seen it, but I think she watched it, and I think she really liked it. I think she did. I can't remember if she watched it or not, but either way, I bought it for her. So, all right, so that's it for A to Z titles. Let's keep moving along. All right, getting into the horror pickup. So starting with the non-slips, we got Dead Ant. So this was a good movie. It's a lot of fun. Like basically what it says on here, Spinal Tap meets Tremors. It's just like a rock and roll / cheesy horror film about these killer ants, and it even has Sean C. Phillips in here, cool duder from YouTube. I try to buy most of his movies. But yeah, just crazy out there movie. I had a lot of fun with it, so definitely enjoyed that. Next up is a movie here. I was so pissed when I got it because I thought it was a legit copy and it ended up being a, like a bootleg, whatever. But Hellraiser Deader, the last Hellraiser film I needed on Blu-ray to complete the whole collection. And, honestly, I'm not that bummed about it because, it's pretty good Blu-ray quality. I haven't watched the whole thing. I put it in and checked it out. It doesn't look too bad. So honestly, I'm not that upset about it because the real copy is like $100 and I'm never gonna pay that. So now I can kind of say I have them all on Blu-ray. So, and I didn't pay a lot for it. So whatever. All right, next up here is a little 3-pack I found in Walmart's dump bin, Queens of Scream. You get I Know What You Did Last Summer, Vacancy, which I have both of those already on Blu-ray, but I mainly got it for When a Stranger Calls, because I think that's the only way you can get When a Stranger Calls on Blu-ray is in this little triple pack thing. So that's why I got it. So now I have it on Blu-ray. So I don't know if I'll get rid of the individual ones I have of the other two. But by the way, it's the remake, When a Stranger Calls, so, but yeah, I just figured I'd grab it. It was only like $5 in the dump in, so. Next up here is a movie I'm so happy to have, and that is from Womp Stomp Films, the, fan-made film, from a part of the Friday the 13th franchise, Never Hike Alone. I think I explained this in my unboxing where, when the company first was selling these, made a bunch of copies of these. I missed out. They ran out, and then the company contacted me and said they have more in stock. So it's a great film. Like I said, it was made by Friday the 13th fans, and it is a very well done fan made film, you guys. I mean, it's legit. It's almost like basically like a real damn movie. I mean, you even got Tom Matthews in here reprising his role as Tommy Jarvis. It is so good, and I'm so happy to finally have this for the collection. You guys check this out. If you can order from this the company Womp Stomp Films, or you can find this on YouTube, watch this movie if you're a fan of Friday the 13th. Next up here is the latest installment in the Reanimator franchise, and that is Herbert West Reanimator. So it's just kind of like a continuation in a way of the Reanimator franchise. As far as I know, it's not really a remake. It's basically like a sequel. I just don't know exactly where it places in, chronologically with all the others, but it was new, newer film that came out for the Reanimator franchise, so had to pick it up. All right, and then we got the original I Spit on Your Grave. I still can't believe the deal I found on this, because this is out of print, goes for like $50 and higher, and I found it on eBay for like, I don't know, $25 or something. So definitely a steal for this. I had all the other ones, all the remakes, and now I have the original. And if you guys just recently seen my shopping video, I was looking for the brand new one that came out, which is a direct sequel to this one, I Spit on Your Grave Deja Vu. Couldn't find it in stores, so I went ahead and ordered it online. So that should be here, hopefully in a day or two. Yeah, so happy to basically have all the I Spit on Your Grave films now in the franchise. So, and the last in the horror, and that is The Final Wish, a newer horror film that came out. I picked this up in a shopping video not too long ago, from the creator of Final Destination. It's got Lynn Shay in it, Tony Todd. Only a horror title here that has a slip, actually, but yeah, it looked pretty good. Haven't watched it yet, but I'll get around to it. Yeah, I always say that. All right, we'll take a look at the one and only Scream Factory I picked up, and that is the most recent collector edition. That is The Craft. Love the artwork on this one. Kind of bummed out. The next one was supposed to come out like this week. It was the Green Inferno, but it got pushed all the way to like June. So I think I'm trying to remember when the next collector edition comes out. Is there one in May? I can't remember. Can't remember off the top of my head. There might be. But anyways, yeah, the one and only Scream Factory for the month of March. Great movie. Jess was really happy about this one. All right, that takes us to the MVDs. I got 2 of them here. We'll do number 15 in the line, and that is Showdown. Was so happy when they announced this, you guys. All-time favorite film of mine. And finally got a Blu-ray release. I've already watched it. It looks fantastic. Love the special features on here. If you guys haven't seen this movie and you're like a martial arts fan of the 80s and 90s, you will love this movie. I mean, it's cheesy and, it's like a Karate Kid type story, but it's still a lot of fun. I enjoyed the hell of it. And like I said, I'm so happy MVD put this out on Blu-ray finally. And then number 16 in the MVD Rewind collection, and that is the first triple feature for MVD Rewind of Nemesis 2, 3, and 4. So a few months back, they released the first Nemesis, MVD Rewind, and now they got 2, 3, and 4 in a little triple feature. I haven't seen any of these movies, but I heard they're pretty cool. So, but you know me with MVD Rewinds, I'm going to keep buying them no matter what the movie is. So, all right. That takes us to our last and final category, my Steelbooks. Okay, and then like usual, I always take the discs out so you guys can see the inner artwork. But first one up here is the Steelbook for Creed 2. Pretty cool Steelbook. You got Adonis on the front, and you got Rocky on the back. There's a spine, and then a cool picture on the inside. Next up here is a 4K one. Well, actually, the Creed 2 is 4K as well. But that is Pet Sematary. This was released by Mondo. This is the original Pet Sematary. Obviously, the new one isn't out yet. But there's the front, the back, spine, and there's the inside. Love the inside picture. Cool Steelbook. I like this. All right, next up here is Aquaman. Like I said, you know, DC Universe. I get all the digibooks, 4K slipcovers, and Steelbooks. This was a cool Steelbook. Again, following the same theme like the other ones of that like animated look. I love that. But there's the front. This is 4K as well. I think I just told you that. Back, spine, and the inside. Love the picture on the inside. You guys can see that. And the last and final Steelbook and the last title in this Blu-ray update, and that is Mary Poppins the Original. This was released by Best Buy exclusively when Mary Poppins Returns came out. But had to pick it up. I don't buy a lot of Disney Steelbooks, but I like their exclusives that Best Buy has been putting out recently of like their live action films. But Jess really wanted this, so there's the back, spine, and then the inside. All right. That's everything. All right, everybody. All my pickups for the month of March. 43 of them. And like I said, April's even smaller. It's like I got maybe like a dozen or something. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Hit that like button down below. Drop me a comment. Let me know what you think of the pickups. Share the video around. Subscribe if you have not. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you're always notified every time a new video is uploaded. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.